Hello and welcome back. A couple of days ago, I was cleaning my room and I found something rather interesting. It was this desk lamp, but it had one drawback: it had to be adjusted manually. So I thought, why not to create an automated desk lamp? So in this video, I will talk about how I created an automated desk lamp. So let's get started. Before building the automated desk lamp, let's take a glimpse of it. So let's have no secrets, and I should give you a spoiler now. There are two degrees of freedom. The first degree moves the arm back and forth, and the second degree, where the light is connected, moves the arm up and down. Now let's understand the entire process behind the building of this. First of all, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go hit the bell icon and stay tuned for more videos like this. This idea was rather a weird one, so before any trial and error and anything breaking and shaking, I started creating a prototype in the 3D modeling software. So let's open the 3D modeling software and look at the prototype I have created. The first thing I started with was the base, which had to be firm and a bit bulky so that the lamp does not fall off when there is angular movement. There will be a lot of angular movements when we will move the lamp across the x-axis and the y-axis. The second thing that came to my mind was which motor to use. Can it be any DC motor, or we have to use some precise motor types? So I finally decided to use two servo motors for two axes of freedom, which made it automated. As you can see, the two blue motors in the model are two servo motors. The first servo motor, which fits between the base and the first arm, controls the angular movement across the x-axis and the y-axis of the first arm, whereas the second servo motor fits between the first arm and the second arm, controls the angular movement of the second arm. And the final thing which could be done was to add a bulb, but instead of adding a bulb, I added a couple of LEDs so that it could be easy to power using DC supply and there will be no hazards created. Finally, after the 3D model was complete, which was simple as well as good looking, I was confused by the question, should I 3D print it or should I create it using plywood? I chose the second option and started my journey of building the desk lamp using 3mm thickness wood and my handsaw. I started building the base as talked earlier, which has to be bulky. Then fixed the servo motor on the base, and then I joined the first arm and the second arm using another servo motor. Then I took a plastic lid of a jar and drilled 6 holes. Yes, 6 holes. 4 for the LEDs and 2 for wiring. And finally gluing everything together, checking all the connections, and eureka! Our automated desk lamp was complete. Now let's look at its working. Let's understand the electronics behind this automated desk lamp. The brain is obviously an Arduino. The potentiometer 1 and potentiometer 2 are also used to control the servo motor. But how? So let's see. Potentiometer 1 gives an analog signal to pin A1. The potentiometer 2 gives an analog signal to pin A2 of Arduino. Arduino has an inbuilt analog to digital converter. So it converts an 8-bit analog value or 256 values resolution to an 10-bit digital value of PWM signal. Now, according to the potentiometer's value, the PWM signal will vary and hence the angle of the servo motor. So this is how the automated desk lamp works. So as talked earlier, there are two degrees of freedom. The first degree of freedom consists of one servo motor and the second degree of freedom consists of second servo motor. Now the base and the first arm is controlled by the first servo motor and the potentiometer. The second servo motor is controlled via a second potentiometer and the movement is done between the second arm and the first arm. The light closes for a bit when the analog value goes below the limit, but it starts when the analog value goes above the limit.
If you are not subscribed, what are you thinking about? Go hit the bell icon and stay tuned for more videos like this, and see you next time.